Hey guys, my name's Miner for Diamonds, and welcome back to another Battlefront Beta. Uh, we just recorded this once, and I kind of deleted it all, so we have to redo everything, which is always fun. But I'm here with
The Brigashaw Vic.
the co-commentator. Um, we are going to be discussing the vehicles and the airships in Battlefront Beta. Uh, What do you think about all the ships and all the battles, or like the ground battle thing?
Honestly, I don't need any of the spaceships. I don't need the TIE Fighter. I don't need the X-Wing. I don't need any of that. Personally, those are set for space. I'd rather just have the AT-ST, and the Snowspeeder.
Why?
Because that is the context in which Hoth was fought. Uh, I don't, and plus the map doesn't fit well with a aerial battle, I believe.
I disagree with you. Mainly because I think if there wasn't an aerial battle, I don't think it'd be as good. Because I mean, just the whole situation where there's a ground battle going on, and then there's a space or air battle going on, and there's ships flying by, getting shot down, about to fly into you, and you have to like jump out of the way and not get killed. I think that's a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, but you can also keep that atmosphere with just having the snow speeders up there, I think.
I guess, but who's coming back at you? I mean, I guess it'd be boring with just the snow speeders up there because all you're doing is shooting at the ground. And you can't take out the AT-ATs till the AT-AT shields actually fall down. Then you can do your little spin around thing and grapple it.
Well, that's one thing I enjoyed about Hoth on like Battlefront 2 was that even though the Imperials had the AT-ATs and the AT-STs, so they obviously had the upper hand, you could use the snow speeder to attack the ground if you chose. So that's just my personal debate, but I feel like we're going to go in circles with this. So, here you are going to cover the aerial. I'll cover the land, so I'll let you go first on the aerial.
Well, first we have the X-Wing. The X-Wing is pretty much like an X-Wing. I mean, there's nothing special about it. It's got an X shape as the wings and where the bullet or the lasers come out. You probably all know it if you've seen the movies.
It's the most basic rebel ship you can get.
Yeah. I mean, it's got. I think it's got a bomb, and then it's got just the regular lasers that come out. The next one is the TIE Fighter. The TIE Fighter is pretty much as excuse me. The TIE Fighter is pretty much the same thing. It's got its basic weapons like the just like the X-Wing does. But yeah, that's pretty much the TIE Fighter.
The snow speeder.
The snow. Thank you. The snow speeder. It just has like the laser or the regular laser blasters, and then for specialties, it doesn't have like a bomb or anything like that. It has a speed up and then a slow down. But then once the shields go down on the AT-ATs, then it has its uh,
Grappling hook.
grappling. Thank you. I'm losing my words, but it's got like the grappling hook that comes around and spins around. But my one complaint about the air battles is the map is like the main area where everybody fights is too small. Because once you get into that and you go really fast, like full speed, you fly by that in like 1 second where everybody's at. So you can't really shoot at the ground. But then, uh, with what you were saying, if they it'd be better without the TIE fighters, I don't think it would, because then all they would be doing would be shooting at the ground, and it's really hard to shoot at the ground and kill people. But then the other ship is Darth Vader's ship, I guess. I mean, it looks like that. I'm not sure what it's called. But it's pretty much like the TIE fighter. It's got its bullets, and then it has its rockets that come down.
Now, I also believe Darth Vader's ship is a bit slower than the TIE Fighter, if I do remember correctly. I think the TIE Fighter is quite a bit faster than Darth Vader's ship, just like how there's certain ships, obviously, in the Star Wars universe that are faster than others.
Right. The next ship and the last airship that so far is the Y-wing, which the Y-wing we can't use yet that I know of, and I'm pretty sure we can't use it. But it's just for bombing over the AT-ATs, and that's pretty much it. What do you think about the air? Or I guess I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Do you have any questions for me
Yeah, I got one
about the air?
question. What do you think about the event that has to happen in order to use the Snowspeeder's grappling hook to take down an AT-AT?
I don't like it, honestly, because it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I get I don't know. It's kind of stupid how you have to lift up and down the right stick to get inside the little circle thing that it makes you do it, or with your mouse if you use a mouse. Um, I think that they should have it just so you have to circle around it. But the thing is it'd be a lot harder if they made it so you had to circle around it, which I think it'd be better because it's not going to be. I mean, once this happens right here, two people can get into the snow, or once the AT-AT's shields go down, two people can get into two snow fighters, and then they can both grapple hook really, really quick, and then the game is over. I think it'd be harder if they did it so we had to like circle around with our own and we didn't have any help.
That was one of my favorite things on Battlefront 2 Hoth, getting the Snowspeeder going up and just you versus the AT-AT and see if your grappling abilities are better than the AT-AT's walking, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's a decent transition into the ground vehicles. As aforementioned, the AT-AT, which has the aerial attack. I don't remember what it is. It's like the lightning from Call of Duty. If you play
The lightning strike.
The lightning strike, yep. And then it has your normal blasters, and then it also has like a stronger blaster that takes quite a while to cool down, but it has like splash damage. You only get 1 minute inside the AT-AT, and you have to find it like a pickup, as with everything else. It's also quite a bit slower, obviously, and then because it's a huge walker. And then you have your AT-ST, which is smaller, faster. Smaller and faster. It has the normal blasters. It has the grenade launcher that shoots out like 5 grenades. But you basically shoot towards an area because it can be kind of random because they bounce, obviously. And then it also has a secondary, stronger blaster. These, you have a health bar, so you can stay in it until you die. And then you have the Rebel turrets, which are the white tube ones. They have the green blaster. That's quite powerful, although I've noticed sometimes it takes a little while to overheat. Or maybe that's just in the midst of things. And then the ion cannon, which shoots 1 ion blast. You really have to be quite accurate because it is very inaccurate, basically. You really have to make up for a lot. It's very slow, so your target has to be staying still for quite a while. And then I think that pretty much covers our land.
Okay, what's your favorite, or what do you think about like the damages, like of each, like which one has the highest damage, which one has the lowest damage?
Lowest damage is easy. That ion cannon's pretty low, I believe. Obviously, the highest damage is going to be the AT-AT. It has the most powerful weapons. It has the aerial blast, which is one of the most powerful weapons on the entire game, if you really think about it, if you use it correctly. So that's where I would stand on that.
What's your favorite out of them all?
My favorite's the AT-ST, because it's quite a bit faster and more agile than the AT-AT. I like the AT-AT's weapons, but due to its slowness, that takes it down a notch for me. I prefer the AT-ST, which is maybe slightly less powerful, but it has the speed, and I like the grenade launcher that it has.
What about the air? I know that you don't like how there's the back and forth air battles, but what if it was like a map that made sense that there was back and forth air battles? What would be your favorite ship?
Well, in the context of Hoth, it'd be the Snowspeeder. If if it was just a normal grappling and you spun around, obviously that's not an option. So if I had to pick one, I've always enjoyed the TIE Fighter, iconic sound, iconic ship, that kind of thing.
Okay,
If
right.
you had to pick one, what would yours be?
The ground or the air?
Both.
For the ground, it'd have to be the ATST. I do enjoy that a lot because it's a lot quicker than the AT-AT, and I mean, you can get a lot of points with it. You can get a lot of kills with it. You don't have like a certain set of time that you have to be in it before it kicks you out, which is nice. For the air, it's probably the snow spider because I mean I I think it's stupid how you grapple around the AT-ATs, but it is still fun and it is cool to get like the victory, like the final victory that you took down the AT-AT. I think that's kind of cool, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my opinion. What do you want? What ships and what like land things do you want to be added?
Land, if I had to pick land, you mean in the Hoth battle or the game as a whole?
No, just the game as a whole.
Well, obviously we'll get the forest speeders in Endor. I mean, I would obviously hope we would have those. I also, for air-wise, I want to be able to use the Y-Wing. It's one of the best bombers on the game. I would enjoy using that. Adding-wise, I don't think I'd really, well, nothing that comes to the top of my head. What about you?
I mean, I'm not sure because I want the feel of the regular like Star Wars ships, but like they did with the jetpack, they added that in because it's not in the regular like Star Wars. They don't have like that quick boost jetpack thing, but it makes sense that it's in it, and I think personally that it would kind of be cool if they made like a ship that is still Star Warsy, but it's newer. It's not like an old one, like it's a new one from like the new movie that's about to come out that we don't know about yet. Maybe they'll do that in the Battle of Jakku. I mean, you never know.
Right. Maybe I would like, maybe on a certain planet, that they found one of the old Jedi ships, like we saw in Episode 3 with Anakin and Obi-Wan, right before they entered the droid ship where General Grievous and Count Dooku and Emperor Palpatine are.
But that wouldn't make sense because they said that they're not going to be adding any Clone Wars into it.
Right, I understand that, but I mean, it could be something that they just found broken down, basically. It wouldn't be that much of a Clone Wars thing as it is just a ship. I mean, it's not like I'm saying we should change the armor on the Imperials to the clone troopers or anything like that.
Right.
I was just saying maybe we could have like a pilot, like Luke in a ship, because Luke is one of the best pilots in the Star Wars universe. Maybe have him in his own personalized ship. Obviously, the
Right.
Millennium Falcon, which we've seen in the
Yes.
trailers.
That would be like that'd be kind of cool if they like in one of like the there's like a battle that we don't know, but it's like an air battle, and that'd be cool if there was like in the air you could like pick up a Millennium Falcon, or you could pick up like Boba Fett ship if you were on the other team. So you could have both of those ships going at it.
And what is the name of that ship?
I forget. I don't remember.
Right there.
But honestly, if they were to add another ship that we don't know of, I think Boba Fett's ship would be really cool.
Yeah, it would. One aside on the Boba Fett thing, the actor who played Jango Fett in the Clone Wars, who obviously Boba Fett is his exact clone, is the voice of Boba Fett in this.
Oh, okay.
So that was just a quick aside on Boba Fett, since we were talking about his ship. But I don't have much more to say about ground or air. What about you?
Not really. I mean, I think we covered everything. It was a pretty rough start, but since we had to redo the video. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. We end with a defeat, which sucks, but that's probably it for this video. See you guys in the next one.
See you guys.
Bye.